The Estadio de la Cartuja in Seville was a cauldron of anticipation. It was April 26, 2025. The Copa del Rey Final. Barcelona versus Real Madrid. A rivalry for the ages was set to add another chapter. The atmosphere crackled with nervous energy. Fans roared as the teams emerged. The roar was deafening. Barcelona, led by the wily Hansi Flick, were the favorites. They had narrowly missed out on the La Liga title to Atletico Madrid. This was their chance for redemption. Real Madrid, under the leadership of Carlo Ancelotti, were not to be underestimated. They were the Copa del Rey holders after all. This despite missing key players like Carvajal and Militao through injury. The first whistle blew. The game was on. The noise inside the stadium reached fever pitch. This was more than just a game, it was Barcelona versus Real Madrid. Barcelona goal was barely tested. Real Madrid looked rattled. They needed inspiration. Ancelotti looked to his bench. The answer, he hoped, was there. Halftime. Whistles echoed around the stadium as the Barcelona players left the pitch to applause. They were winning the tactical battle. Real Madrid's players looked dejected. They had it all to do. Ancelotti knew it. He made a change. Off came the ineffective Rodrigo. On came Kylian Mbappé. The French star had been struggling with a minor injury. He was the gamble Ancelotti needed to take. The second half began. The change was immediate. Real Madrid were energized. Mbappé was everywhere. He was a blur of pace and trickery. Then in the 70th minute, Real won a free kick, just outside the box. Mbappé stood over the ball. He took a few steps back. Then he struck it. The ball curled over the wall and into the top corner. Goal! The game was level. Section 4 controversy and comeback. Real Madrid were not finished. They were rampant. Just 7 minutes later, Arda Güler swung in a corner. Tchouaméni rose highest. His header was powerful, unstoppable. Goal. Real Madrid against the run of play were ahead. Barcelona were stunned, but they were not done. In the 84th minute, a long ball caused confusion in the Real Madrid defense. Courtois hesitated. Rudiger misjudged the flight of the ball. Ferran Torres pounced. He slotted the ball into the empty net. Goal! The stadium erupted. Barcelona were level. The game was on a knife edge. Then, in stoppage time, controversy. Rafinha went down in the box under a challenge from Asensio. Penalty to Barcelona. Real Madrid were furious. The referee, after consulting VR, overturned his decision. No penalty. Yellow card to Rafinha for simulation. The tension was almost unbearable. Extra time beckoned. Section 5, Extra Time Ecstasy. The first half of extra time was a cagey affair. Neither team wanted to make a mistake. The tension was palpable. Then, in the 112th minute, the breakthrough. Mbappé, with a moment of brilliance, played a perfectly weighted through ball to Valverde. The Uruguayan controlled the ball with his right foot. Then, without letting the ball touch the ground, he unleashed a thunderous volley. The ball flew past TerStegen. Goal! Real Madrid had surely won it. Barcelona, tired and deflated, could not find a way back. The final whistle blew. Real Madrid had done it again. They had won the Copa del Rey. Section 6, History etched in Andalusian night. The Real Madrid players celebrated wildly. Ancelotti allowed himself a wry smile. His gamble had paid off. For Barcelona, there was only heartbreak. Lamine Yamal, his blonde hair now matted with sweat, sank to his knees. He had been brilliant, but it was not enough. This is what it's all about, said a beaming Sergio Ramos, Real Madrid's captain. Barcelona versus Real Madrid, the Copa del Rey final, and we won. The celebrations continued long into the Andalusian night. This was a game that would be talked about for years to come. Real Madrid, against the odds, had triumphed. They had shown their resilience, their fighting spirit. They were the champions once again. The rivalry continues.